Good day, everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of PlatrTalk. Here today, I'm thrilled to be sitting in the heart of the fashion store, inside the vibrant and captivating store of a true clothing industry maverick. I'll leave my host here to introduce himself now.
My name is Shariff Ishaq Abba, the founder of SIA Group of Companies. Yeah,
SIA Group of Companies.
Yeah.
So please tell us more about SIA Group of Companies. What is SIA Group of Companies?
The SIA Group of Companies. It's a group of companies: SIA Attire, SIA Logistics, and then I'm also into real estate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you spearhead everything?
Yeah.
Do you have a team or?
Yeah, it's a team.
Okay. Please tell us about the stores. Like, do you have people handling it there, or?
Yeah, I have people that are handling my, the Kano store, as well as the Abuja. I think I'm more of like the PR. I'm doing the PR and and try to manage the Abuja store. But then the Kano, I have people that are handling it.
So,
like I said from the beginning, it's like a team. I have a team.
So basically, you don't really sit here all the time. It's just, you're just the face of it,
Yes.
Going in. Oh, that's interesting.
I'm the face of my brand.
You're the face of your brand.
Yes.
That's interesting. So, like, how many people do you have working here?
Here I only have my attendants.
Just your attendants.
Yes, but then in the factory I have like 15 people in which.
Okay, before we get to the factory, how would you describe your leadership style?
My what?
Your leadership style.
Leadership. It's very hard to be a leader. Yes, but I try as much as possible to put myself in their shoes. I try to look things from
their end,
and then put myself at that position, and then so I treat them from that. I just don't sit there, okay, I'm the leader. I do like what I want to do. I try to give them, to listening ear to know what, it's supposed to.
So if I go to the factory or I go to the Kano store and I ask them, how is your boss? This is what they'll tell me.
I'm sure I treat my, workers like my friends. If you ask them.
That's interesting. So, tell me about the factory. What goes on in the factory?
Work.
Do you make the textiles there?
No, I only make the clothes.
The clothes.
Yes.
So you sew also?
Yes.
Did you learn sewing, or you just have like a bunch of?
I think that is one of the things I'm regret, because where I went to school, they make very nice suits, and then I loved wear suits and kaftan as well. But then I think the time that I was there, I would have used that opportunity and learn how to make the suit. Even though I do have people that do it here, but then with the experience, because I was there and this is what I want to do, this is what I'm doing, so I would have used that opportunity.
But it's never too late. It's never too late to learn.
Yes, it's never too late to learn, but this one I think it's already late.
Yeah. Let's talk about SIA Attires. How did it come into place? Like, did you maybe get it from somewhere? Did you learn it, or did it just come to you naturally?
Yeah, kind of, but I think from the beginning it's more of like a family business. My dad had milling factory for making clothes back in the 90s or 80s, and then also my grandfather from the mother side. So I think it's like a family business.
Oh, so you just grew up and then you picked up from where they left it.
I think the passion. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. That's interesting. Could you please just tell us a little more about the backstory? Maybe did you start this when you were in school, or maybe you were going to the store when you were young? Tell us a little more.
Yeah, I think I started when I was in uni. When they past administration came in, you know, everything wasn't moving well with students abroad. So I that was how I started.
Oh, so you studied abroad?
Yeah.
Which country, please? Which school?
Egypt.
Oh, Egypt.
Yeah, I went to Canadian University of Egypt.
That's
I had my
nice.
first and my second degree there.
Degree in
Human resources, and then my master's on business communications.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Now, like, I can't help but compliment this beautiful store.
Thank you, thank you.
Since I've entered, if you notice, my eyes have been going around.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us more about the, setting the location, the furnishing, and just tell us a little bit more.
I think when I opened my first store in Kano, and then I told my brother that after like 2 years I opened another branch in Abuja. So I think right from when I opened the Kano store, I started sketching how I want my Abuja branch to look like, more of like vintage, and then vintage draper stores that you see Italy, England, Spain, just like the British
So you
and
got
the European,
from
old European,
Oh, that's interesting. I can see that here. Like, it's really, really obvious. You did a really nice job here, and I really like that. So,
Thank you.
Now let's talk about you being an entrepreneur. Now, like, like you said, it's, in the family already. You didn't just wake up one day and say, I want to get into entrepreneurship. So, since you started your journey as an entrepreneur, have there been any times when you felt I'm tired, like I can't keep going, or has there been any time like that?
What I tell people, when they ask me for advice, and then I tell them to, follow their passion, not what people are doing, what people are making money out of, but if you are doing what you love, I don't think you will get tired or anything like that. So to me, I'm just having fun doing my thing, and then I'm just having fun, really.
That's interesting. So if I'm getting you correctly, like what you're trying to say is just do what you love.
Yeah, exactly.
Do what you love. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now let's talk about your clientele and your target audience. Who are your clients and how do you reach them?
My clients are more of people that don't like that like simple and more of how do I put it, more of what I wear. If you see what I wear, you know that it's more of matured,
plain
cultural, traditional threads. Yes, so I try as to target those people that wear more of this, not like the people that have the designs.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
That's very interesting. So can you please tell us more about your clientele and how you reach them?
I think it's more of like networking and referrals, because I worked with Afrexim Bank back in 2017 when I was in uni, because their headquarters is Egypt. So they invite me for their events and programs, and there are other programs outside Afrexim that I attend. So I think I try to use that opportunity to network with the people that you see me around with.
Oh, that's interesting. So if I'm getting it right, it's more like you go to an event or you go somewhere and then you meet people, they love your product, and maybe word of mouth gets to the next
I try
person.
to show my product, what I do.
Okay. So in meeting your clientele, has any maybe shocking or interesting experience ever happened? Maybe when you met someone and then you got cold feet or something?
A lot of experiences, life is all about experiences. But then I think there are a lot.
And let me just give you, okay, let me narrow it down to, I saw on your page that you met with Dangote, Abdul. What did it feel like meeting these people? Like, what did it feel like meeting the richest black man in the world?
To be honest, it's more of like a privilege, and then at the same time opportunity to meet these people. Even though we came from the same place, but then it's an opportunity to get to meet them like one on one, maybe have a conversation with them, yeah.
So did you actually get the chance to sit with him and have a discussion?
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't feel, oh, this is Dangote, like this is Dangote?
No, I didn't sit with Aliko, but then I sit with Alhaji Abdul because he's a family person, so one of my uncles. But then it's like, yeah, I'm not seeing the money, I'm just seeing the person in him. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm just seeing an entrepreneur, a successful business person.
Okay, let's leave the fact that Dangote is an entrepreneur but is into other things besides clothing. Is there any maybe clothing enthusiast or entrepreneur, or maybe a clothing, how would I put it, a clothing maverick like you that you've looked up to and then maybe you've met also in person?
Yeah, there are people that I meet that I look up to. When I started this, people like Ugo Mose, he's a stylist. People like,
you mean Ugo Mose, Jay-Z, Ugo Mose, that styles Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I have his picture. I also have his a picture with him on my page.
Yeah,
I styled him as well.
Wow.
I styled the celebrity stylist.
Wow, that's interesting. You styled
the celebrity stylist.
That's interesting.
So it's people like Ebuele Brown. He's a good friend of mine.
Wow.
People like Vodi.
Wow, Vodi.
Yes, people like Debo. A lot of them.
Oh, this is really interesting. Most CEOs now or business owners, they really do not give listening ears to their employees. They just feel they can do it on their own. Sometimes it works for them, but it's interesting that we still have CEOs still listening to their workers. And with that being said, I want us to talk more about your photography, because I learned SIA also has a branch that focuses on photography. Please tell me more about that.
Yeah, I started photography when I was in uni as well, because I think what happened was it was 2017. I was in uni. I came back to Nigeria for my sister's wedding, but it wasn't like the money that got me, but then I think I just saw opportunity. When I got here for the wedding, they said they hired a photographer. They paid him around 700, 800 back in 2017 for the, I think, I don't know if it was for the only dinner or for the whole wedding. So I was like, really, yeah. So when I got back to school, I came for only a week or 10 days. Yes. So when I got back, I got my first camera, Nikon D. I can't remember the model, but then I got it, and then I start, because almost everyone in Egypt is a photographer. Like the person sitting next to you in class it's a photographer, because they have the
Beautiful
very
structures,
beautiful
monuments, and
structure,
everything.
the ancient buildings, everything. Like, you can use your phone to snap and edit and
And capture
post.
beautiful images.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's my passion. But then when I got here, I see the money, I see the opportunity. It wasn't like the money that got me started. It has been my passion. If you ask anyone that I was with in uni, I'm always snapping pictures around, editing, just keeping them. So that was how I started. I wanted to create a platform, where I'll have people that I work together with. But then, unfortunately, the people that were working with me were not seeing what I was seeing. They were not working like.
They're not
Of course, I
sharing
know.
a vision with
Yes,
you.
of course, I know. There's no way someone can work like how you work. But then, you can get people like you, or even more than you. So, to be honest, when I was in that photography era, the people wasn't working how I want to how I want them to work. And then, so I think they killed my more
They killed the drive.
Yes. So, but then I'm trying to create another team now that I am in Abuja. That was in Kano. Now that I'm in Abuja, I'm trying to create another team that I'll work with on the photography design. So, okay, I try to choose one between the attire and the photography. So I had to go for the attire because, okay, this is like the main business, but the photography was more of like side hustle. But I tried to make it into
something big also.
Yes.
Alright. It's never too late, since you said you want
Yeah,
to
it's never
go
too
back
late
into
for
it.
this one. For this
I
one,
wish
it's never too
you
late.
all the best in this new endeavor.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see what you come up with. This is really interesting because, like, I don't really get to meet more entrepreneurs who are as driven and business inclined as you are. So it's really a privilege to be with you here. And
Wow.
I'd like to know, what's your favorite part about being an entrepreneur?
The favorite part is I'm always on my tools, but then at the same time I decide when I want to rest. It's like you can have a balance, when to do and when not to do, what to do and what not to do. Do you get? So I think I can just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'll travel. No one will stop me. Yes. And then I can work the whole year. No one will chase me out to go for maybe vacation or anything. So I have, my time is very flexible. Yes. So that's one of the things I love about being an entrepreneur.
Being your own boss.
Yes.
And wake up and be like, I'm not coming to
I'm
work
not
today.
I'm not my boss. I have bosses actually. But then, yeah, you can decide what to do and when to do and how to do.
That's really interesting. So throughout your journey as an entrepreneur, what would you say is the best piece of advice you've gotten from anyone?
My father. I think one of the best advices was to just focus and see no one. He's always telling me to, just do my best and then leave the rest to, God. So I try to, I don't compete with anyone, because if you compete, it's like you are not putting the energy in your own side. You are just transferring the energy on other people.
So you are dependent on their own energy to work on yours.
Yes. So I try to put all my energy in myself, on my business. That's why I hardly go on social media to check what other people are doing. you know.
I understand.
Yes, I just focus on myself.
So how about healthy competition? Like, don't you think it helps? Like in any way, maybe you just see your competitors doing something, and then
I
maybe you
don't.
get an inspiration or an idea to do something
Yeah, you
better.
can learn from your competitor. If that's it, you can learn. But then competing or copying them, you can learn. But if you are copying, that's another thing.
Learn, but do not copy.
Yes, you can get inspiration. Of course, everything it's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
That's good. So throughout your journey and your career, like I believe, I don't know, maybe do you think maybe your time in Egypt, your time in Nigeria, have you traveled to any other countries before?
Yeah.
Very good. So your time in all those countries, has it influenced maybe how you run your business or you personally as a human?
Yes, whenever I travel, I try to get a new thing. I'm like a student. I feel like I'm ready to learn. When I try to make myself to learn every day new things, from like when I wake up to when I go to sleep. I'll have to learn a new thing, no matter how small it is. So I'm a student. So yeah, whenever I travel, I try to see what I can bring back to my own business or my own place and put it.
That's really good. That's really good. So, for example, now I'm your client who lives in maybe UK or Ghana or US. I don't live in Nigeria or Abuja, and I want to get your products. Do I just have to call you, or do I have to reach out to your assistant, or do I have to come to the store physically?
I try to put my hands in everything. Like, okay, when you call, it's me. When you message, it's me. Like I said, I'm more of like the PR and then the managing that part of the business. So yeah, that's me all the time.
So have you given it a thought? Maybe opening a website or something?
Yes, I'm actually on that.
Oh, good. Okay, that's really
But
good.
just what I realize is that Nigerians are no more of like people that go on websites to get something. They do check websites for foreign brands, but then for the local brands, they just try to reach them through the Instagram or Twitter, or WhatsApp. But then they hardly go on websites.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, I've been checking your Instagram page for a while now, and
You are stalking me.
I won't call it stalking, but so I see you as a lifestyle person, like a vibrant lifestyle person. I see you going out, attending functions and everything. Do you just go there for fun, or
Most of the events that I attend are based on invitations. Yes. So it's fun. I enjoy attending places like that to learn, to meet, to network. A lot of people that I look up to.
So how about your friends from college, your friends from growing up? How do you keep up with them and keep up with the business at the same time?
To be honest, I won't say I don't have friends, but I have very small circle of I know a lot of people, but then I'm more of like indoor person. If I'm not at work, I'm at home. If I'm not at home, maybe I'm where I play my pool. That's the only thing I do. So that's what I do like every day.
So you play pool, snooker pool?
Yes, I'm good at that.
So when you want to unwind or you want to rest, you want to relax, maybe after a very long day or a very long business period,
I just go home.
Just go home.
Yes.
To sleep.
Yes. No. I'll just sit in my place. I love my space. So I just go home.
So pool. When am I coming to get my lessons on pool?
Anytime.
No problem. Maybe after this video, So now let me ask, like maybe there's someone who wants to dive into the clothing business, what piece of advice would you give the person?
Depends on what type of clothing that you want to do. I'm more of bespoke, and then some people make ready to wear. So I think, I don't know, I don't have that experience, but then on the bespoke, you just have to always focus on what you want to make. If the design, if the outfit, the everything, you just have to put your head there.
Stay focused.
Yes,
And just
stay focused.
whatever you're doing, you put in your 100%.
Yes,
That's interesting.
101. You have to put your all.
And now on to the concluding part of this interview. This section is called 40 seconds on the rapid fire.
Okay.
So it's simple. All you have to do is answer this question. It's just this or this question, and you have to answer it as fast as you can.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
Now let's go. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Favorite social media app?
Instagram.
Your favorite place in the world?
My room.
Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor.
Your favorite sport?
Pool.
Homemade food or takeout?
Homemade.
Native wear or denim?
Oh, kaftan. Native.
Kano or Abuja?
Abuja.
Peppered turkey or love?
Oh, don't bring love here. Come on. Pepper, give me pepper turkey.
What's your nickname?
SIA, number one.
Okay, morning person or night owl?
I'm a night person.
If you could have dinner with any entrepreneur, who would it be?
Abdul Samad Rabiu. I love having deep conversations with you.
So not my CEO.
That's my G. That's my G.
Okay,
This one is someone I look up to. So I try to have. Yeah.
And that concludes this episode of PlatrTalk, and I hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on all social media platforms, on our YouTube, IG, TikTok, and you can also follow my host, SIA Attires. And that concludes this episode of PlatrTalk, and I hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on all social media platforms, on our YouTube, IG, TikTok, and you can also follow my host, SIA Attires.
Shariff _IGIA on Instagram and also on Twitter.
Okay, the links we put below in the comments, and bye till next time.
Thank you.